Purdy, passer rating of 108 this year. Guys, Nooch, neighborhood picks. Took me 96 hours to make my pick on the NFC Championship. Where I'm going to keep this relatively short because I don't want to be repeating myself when I podcast with Ryan for a championship, the picks. So basically, I've been trying to think since Sunday which team I want to go with. I mean, first of all, this as a Giants fan, we don't deserve to be there. This is a heavyweight matchup. Heavyweight matchup. I feel as a football fan, the two best teams in the NFC are definitely in the game. We're gonna break it down. First of all, Philadelphia. They started 13-1. San Francisco won 12 games in a row. Purdy's the front runner for the starter next year. He's played so well. 108 passer rating. Jalen Hurts. I mean, the story of the year is Purdy, definitely. Like the story of the year. This is crazy. But we cannot downplay how good Jalen Hurts is. If not, like he's getting to, now I don't want to say great yet. You can't tell everybody they're great yet, but really good. And I didn't understand in the preseason why everybody was saying, is this the year? Can Jalen Hurts step up? I'm sitting there in August like, what is everybody looking at? Jalen Hurts is real good. Like, he's going to be just fine and be real successful this year. I love Jalen Hurts. I noticed that when he was at Alabama. I remember when he got benched, but then Tua got hurt, and Hurts had to come back in. He played tremendous. The kid's got heart. He's smart. He's strong. He's sturdy. He's a good passer, good rusher, one of the best dual threat guys in the league now. But I don't want to get ahead of myself there. Let's go down the line. First of all, stat nuggets. When the stat nuggets, this game has so many stars in it. So many stars. Offenses are loaded. Defense is loaded. Offensive lines. The Niners, they rank number 1 in yards per game allowed. Number 1, their defense. They're number 1 in the NFL in turnover differential. Lead the league. The Eagles, number 1 in sacks. They got to the quarterback. The only team that ever got to the quarterback more than the Eagles was the 85 Bears. So the Niners defense is ferocious. I know they're the ranked number 1, but Philly is really good too. Bosa, 18.5 sacks for the Niners, led the league. I mean, we can go back and forth. The offensive line, you got Jason Kelsey, number 1 ranked center, elite run blocker. Jesus, the tight ends. All right, let's go down the skill positions. And I already have my pick, so I just want to give you everything that's in this game. Let's go to the quarterbacks. You got, well, we said them. We got Purdy and Hurts. And where I start is where I'm going to finish. You have to give the edge to Hurts. Purdy didn't do anything wrong. That's why I don't want to keep doing this riddle. You could hear that I'm going with Philly. You know it. So, Purdy did not do anything wrong. For all you guys that like the Niners out there, he didn't do anything wrong. He's playing really well. I got to give the edge to Jalen Hurts because I think he could do a little more. Maybe make some more plays when it's a 50-50 whether the play will be successful or not. You know, 50-50 balls in the NBA? 50-50 plays where you got to make a little something happen. I got to lean towards Hurts. Remember that. Remember point number 1. Running backs. Philly. Now, first of all, let's go to San Fran. We all know McCaffrey. He's galloping like a deer this year. Kid looks tremendous. He looks healthy. Had almost 1,200 yards this year. He's got 50 catches already with the Niners in how many starts is that? 10 starts, 50 receptions. He's got 450 catch seasons under his belt. We know how good he is. Elijah Mitchell, really good. So you're saying, okay, the backfield goes to San Fran. But Miles Sanders had a tremendous year, career best year. More rushing yards than McCaffrey, 1,269 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns, and it was a contract year. Remember this for fantasy in August. Look up the guys that are in contract years. Josh Jacobs, contract year, rushing champ. Miles Sanders looked great. You know these guys are coming in at their best, and Miles Sanders, First of all, Sanders, Gainwell, Scott, they had 278 yards last week against the Giants. I don't see that happening. But we know that Philly can run the rock really well. 0 weaknesses so far and 2 really good strengths. Purdy, I put it like a half a strength. Not a weakness at all, but I don't put him as strong as Hurts. Running backs, McCaffrey and Mitchell are great. I give them the edge. But Miles Sanders is really good. Not a weakness. Moving on to receivers. Okay, here this is tricky. This is tricky. Right away, you think Debo Samuel, Ayuk. Samuel's like a Swiss Army knife. You could use him at running back. You line him up. He's in motion. He carries. He receives. He is the ultimate Swiss Army knife. Ayuk, vertical receiver. And jumps guys. He's super athletic. Really great. A.J. Brown, no slouch. Big time, physical, fast, powerful, stud receiver. On the other side, you just got Heisman Trophy winning Devontae Smith, who's one of the smoothest route runners I've ever seen in my life. And let's just remember, he could be considered the lead receiver in Philly. Guy had 95 catches this year for 1,200 yards. I mean, it's a beautiful compliment. And if I had to be honest, I would say Devontae Smith, if you consider him the 2, he's a little better than Ayuk. I give it to Smith. So as much as I love Debo, I got to give the edge at receiver to Philly. Moving on. Tight end. Kittle, Goddard. I don't care what their numbers are. My eyeballs, I got instincts. It's not Kittle. I got to give the edge to Kittle. Kittle is great. He looks like he's got an extra little burst in his step. I like Dallas Goedert a lot, but his numbers don't blow you away this year. 765, but 11 touchdowns. Guy gets in the end zone. He's just the ultimate football player. Probably the best run, blocking, and pass catching combination tight end, number 1 in the NFL. So we go that way to San Fran. Okay. The lines, they're both good, but we know Philadelphia has a top-notch offensive line, like really top-notch. It's going to be tough with the 49ers defensive line coming in, but we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen there. But so if I basically have everything almost a toss-up, but the one thing that I see the difference, you can toss up even the defenses. You can't discount Philly's defense at all. They're really good. I'm not even comparing against the Giants, this, that. I'm just talking against Philly's defense is coming for Purdy. More sacks than any team since the 85 Bears. You can toss those 2 out. You can't just say this one's better. The only one category that I see the difference in is the most important position on the field, quarterback. And I got to give the edge to Hurts because both teams can't win. Purdy didn't do anything wrong. I'm not hating on him. The kid, it's been a great story. But I think Cinderella comes in. The clock strikes midnight, 3:30. When that game starts, I will have the neighborhood picks wager in on Philadelphia. So NFC Championship, Philadelphia 26, 49ers 19. Nooch, neighborhood picks. Like, subscribe, share it. I'll be going live stream 30 minutes before game time. And then first quarter temperature check we're going to watch together. A lot of people, we have fun. Come join us, and I'll see you soon. AFC Championship's coming up next.